Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, where with an earthquake rumbling in this mountainous peak, maybe the bridge is down, but worse, the inner temple that could barely take something of that kind of seismic activity might have shattered. With that, we rush, as we're hoping a certain Edgeworth psyche hasn't shattered as well from it. We've got to hurry to the inner temple, and... Oh, Edgeworth. Is everything okay? Right. Ah, what are you doing here? You've disrupted my explanation, sir. Gah. How could I have... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No! The defendant, Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? That's a completely different thing happening. So, it was just now. During the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? There's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is the dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. Okay, so where is she? We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. And so we all head on over, hoping for the best. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. Phew. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. What have we found? A sight lock? More on the door? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me! What the hell is going on? Oh, we're not going to be told? Now it's cliffhangering me! I wish to know. Straightforward. Iris, what is happening? Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped, and I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you'll want to talk your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly...
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job, or in anything. Those without ego probably will not achieve as those that do have ego. Applied correctly, it's incredible aid. Then you have to stop your ego going rampant and becoming a dick, basically. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Right, finally time to talk to you. Do you have any more things you're hiding from me? Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright. But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw these extra locks someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this? Well, people would suspect you. Considering you ran here and the only one who we can say was here. These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks. I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. So do they all have a different trick or locking mechanism to them? Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. We may as well open it then. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day, if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. She can have super psychic powers. By the end of this all. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. That you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple is as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Of course not! Only 3 though. But then, we only needed 2 pieces of evidence to break 5 before. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Can we break it yet, though? Do we bother trying? I say we probably move on and come back. I mean, we just started a new part after all, in some senses. Let's check on Edgeworth. And see if anything else is to be revealed. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Nah! And he's gone. Hey, don't you dare run away! What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came in to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away.
I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Tell me everything you know. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. You mean because of the writing in blood? And the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? It is indeed. So, I guess you still haven't got over your fear of earthquakes? No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. That's some severe psychological trauma that anyone could understand you having, considering what happened. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of this self-pity, okay? Right, what did you find out? Tell me you're not going to hide anything from me, Edgeworth. I mean, you know about psycho locks now. There was something that bothered me about it from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for a file? Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I've seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of puzzle that solves this case. I mean, you know yourself, though. I thought you had suspicions at the start. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. But how do I explain it? It's not like I randomly have a picture of Dahlia, is it? Well, no. Obviously. But how can I tie the two things together at this point in time? I mean, Edgeworth's case... I mean, it's here. He knows this is here. I really don't know what to present to him. Maybe I might find the information from elsewhere? But I mean, you've seen this before. You've seen this layout. What do you think about this, Edgeworth? Sorry, right? You're a defense attorney, and I'm a prosecutor. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimately. But you were acting for the defense in the trial today. There's got to be something else to present to him. It doesn't seem that the quake itself revealed anything. In fact, the broom didn't even fall down. So all I can do is head away. We've got to find some more info. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. When I can find her, that is. Nothing seems to have changed here either. So let's finally move on towards the Heavenly Hall, which I've not managed to actually get to in all this time. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Maybe. But now it's actually telling me to go there, which is the funny part. Right then, Larry. And your dojo. Pearls?
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is the loser's shack where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find cover in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Maurice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're gonna gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Well, finally, I can talk to you. It took a while. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Ha! I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I gonna do with him? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Maurice.
Huh? Not you too. Please don't look at me like that. Pearl! Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Well, it seems like you interrupted Pearls then, which is annoying. Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? What exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing. Does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Mrs. Dag's-Nim's room, reading a book together. But Miss Dag's-Nim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Weird voice. Really? 5 and in a weird formation.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? Is that why the Magatama on her is blue instead of normal? Or is it normally blue? For some reason it stands out really strongly. What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Ah! Wah!
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Wah! Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her Cyclops to get the truth out of her. But how? Do I have the information with me yet? Well, I guess the only way is to challenge it. Or, considering the other Cyclops I have to break, I could go gather more evidence. I mean, speaking to Bikini again probably isn't a bad idea before we do anything. So let's continue on. The more Trials and Tribulations next time. Pearl seems to be incredibly mixed up in it.
Lost powers. Very interesting. A channeling that didn't happen or went wrong. Multiple people in multiple locations. Does it seem to make sense now?
I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.